All right, so we'd like to call the Butler Township Board of Trustees meeting on Tuesday, September 26, 2023 to order at 6:03. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and move on to the approval of minutes, the regular meeting minutes of August 22nd and the workshop meeting minutes of September 12th. Do we have any comments from the board?
I have none.
I have none as well. Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of August 22nd, 2023 and the workshop minutes of September 12th, 2023.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. I would also like to make a motion to excuse Mr. Mike Thein from tonight's meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes. All right. We will move forward into our public comments section of tonight's meeting. If any individuals from our audience would like to step forward, please give your name and your address. And we would love to hear from you.
Thanks, John. Richard Oakes, 1397 Jackson Road. I thought I'd taken care of everything before the meeting, but reading the Part 5, topics A, C, and H, I had a couple hopefully quick questions that we can either talk about now or when those are brought up, whatever your pleasure.
Let's go ahead and talk about them now.
Okay. Well, number A, the TID and Benchwood Station improvement, what's the scope and the nature of the task that's requiring some sort of modification or change?
This is for right-of-way acquisition to begin the process.
Oh, to begin the right-of-way acquisition?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Like we talked about at our last
At
meeting.
the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
E, property tax, solid waste collection. A question, because in looking at the taxes, there seems to be an inconsistency, and maybe you might know, I forget what the code number was, but it's like 177 something or another, and that appears, I think, on the auditor's website that says that that's for solid waste transfer. Is that what we're talking about here?
No, this would be our trash bill for trash collection for our residents.
Okay.
So solid waste, any solid waste fees that you have on your tax bill is through Montgomery County Solid Waste, if there's any kind of assessment or fees through there.
Okay, because I've noticed there's an inconsistency on the tax statements that it would appear that we're only supposed to be charged, and this is not what you're talking about apparently, if there is a residence on the property. And I see situations all over Butler Township where that is not being systematically applied. In other words, on farms that I have up on County Line Road, I'm paying as if I'm getting trash service, and what I notice is if there is a building, then that trash service is charged like $21.50 or something, and such as that. And you can go just about, there's people that live on Dogleg Road, just north of Frederick, for example. I just randomly looked, and on Cly Road, the same kind of thing. That and it's not consistent, so I was just wondering if that's what that is, but apparently it's not. Streetlight assessments, the same kind of thing. Is there a special street lighting assessment for township residents that live in the township?
Yeah, so there are several lighting districts around the townships. A lot of them are subdivision, like Yorkshire, Singing Ridge, the business district. So they're spread all around. Dixie Drive has one.
Okay. But there isn't any if you don't have street lights on your frontage of your property.
That is correct.
Okay. Because there's other locations that are charging even if you don't have street lights.
Okay.
Read between the lines. Thank you.
All right.
You got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oakes. Anyone else? Sure.
Good evening. My name is Jerry Arnst. I live at 8430 North Dixie Drive, just down the street here. and I'd like to thank you for allowing me to address the organization today, the trustees. I'm concerned about the lighting district that is along North Dixie Drive that goes from Benchwood all the way up to I-70. There are 137 properties in there. When the county first rebuilt North Dixie Drive back in 2005, Joe Letman, the engineer, agreed that the county would put in 80% for the lighting equipment itself, and the township would pay 20%. That's just for the capital cost. The operating cost then was agreed to, and the residents agreed. We had a meeting down at the old fire station, and it was $1 a lineal foot along North Dixie Drive. And so mine was, $660 a year, which was, good for the community. Then 10 years later, in 2015, we had a change of administration, and we had Trustees Letman and Trustee Pruszynski, and they executed this contract with Miami Valley Lighting, which is a division of the Dayton Power and Light Company. And it was a 10-year contract, and in that, they then, you look at the contract itself, and they had depreciation for the poles. The poles are aluminum. How much depreciation is there, or degradation? Aluminum does not. Same thing for the mast that going from the pole over to the fixture. It was aluminum also. Again, charged for depreciation of that. And then also for the fixture itself. So how much of depreciation is there on aluminum equipment? None, because it does not wear. Now, unless it gets mowed down by, say, a driver, we have insurance, and the driver's insurance would take care of that. So anyway, and back in 2005, the lighting district was costing the township about the overall bill for the 137 residents probably around $11,000 a year. But then after this annuity was written with Miami Valley Lighting, it went to $45,000 a year, and for the same 137 residents along here and businesses. Well, I went back in 2018, did a little study, and found that of the 137, unfortunately, somehow we missed several properties weren't paying anything, one of which was United Dairy Farmers. But working with Erica and Kathy, who do a great job, we got all that straightened out in 2018. But it's still, my assessments went from about $660 a year to almost $2,500 a year, kind of quadrupled there. So when did I get a chance to vote on the increase in my assessments? Because assessments are the same as real estate taxes. If you don't pay your assessments, the sheriff shows up at my house. He doesn't have a nice attitude. So, so anyway, I call it taxation without representation. And but the trustees went ahead with the contract. So all I'm here to ask today is, I'm sure Miami Valley Lighting would like to renew this contract, if that's what you want to call it. And then if they, what we did back in 2005, we worked with Bright Streets. And so every pole along here, light pole, has a number on it. And we would just call them, and then we'd give them the pole number, and they would come out and fix the light or the fixture. Well, what we have now is virtually no maintenance. If you drive up and down North Dixie Drive at night, try counting the number of lights that are inoperative. And it's really a travesty. They're not doing any maintenance to match up with such a fee. So all I'm asking for tonight is to consider not renewing that contract. And like I said, I'm sure they're contacting you right now and talking to you about renewing that. But we're not getting anything for our money. They're just killing the township residents along North Dixie Drive in this lighting district. So it's a substantial amount, but we're not getting anything for it. And so that's my any questions from you, or comments, or political statements?
No, just to let you know, the contract is 2025.
Yes, I know that.
So yeah, we will look. We'll see what else is out there. I don't know that there's too many options, but we will try to explore other options and definitely work with them. If there's anything that you have that needs reported, let us know.
Right.
Because we have, we do report those by number, and then we get a confirmation when they're repaired.
Okay.
So if you have one to report, please submit it to Kathy,
right,
and we'll get it submitted to them.
I'm sure that being towards the end of the contract, they'll be very responsive, getting things repaired, but they haven't been.
Take advantage of it.
They haven't done it through the the years, and just count the number of lights.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a contract that they don't do anything. They don't earn their money. So, anyway.
Who did you say you would call with the light number?
Well, we were working with Bright Street before. They're an electrical contracting company around town. They have a truck with a high box or a ladder that would go up, and they could then just replace the bulb in the fixture, and that would be it. Pretty simple. And a lot less money.
And Miami Valley Lighting's supposed to do that now?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Bright Lights?
Right. Yeah, they do all the maintenance. So we submit it to them by email, and then they have a form that comes back to us and it's repaired.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, thank
So-
you, Mr. Arnst.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate your time.
Awesome. All right. Seeing no other public comments, we will move forward with the administrator's recommendations. Ms. Vogel.
Resolution number 23-41, a resolution approving an amendment to the project management and financing agreement with the Montgomery County Transportation Improvement District for the Benchwood Station Improvement Project. This is a not-to-exceed amount of $75,000 for pre-acquisition right-of-way services and engagement of the right-of-way consultant and an engagement of a review appraisal service. We don't anticipate the budget to be that high, but that will cover all those third-party expenses, and we talked about this at our last workshop as well.
So this is all of the negotiations related to making sure that we get everything squared away for sidewalks and the improvement of around the roundabout, things along those lines. Awesome.
Yes. So there's 8 properties, and there's not a lot of right-of-way that is needed, but there is some like around the roundabout and then on Benchwood. So,
Awesome.
yep.
No comments here? Ms. Pruszynski?
I have none. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-41, a resolution approving an amendment to the project management and financing agreement with the Montgomery County Transportation Improvement District, TID, for the Benchwood Station Improvement Project.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, resolution 23-42, a resolution finding it necessary to amend the appropriations in the TIF funds for tax collections and payments to the Vandalia Butler School District. These are all tongue twisters. Due to an increase in funding that we received in 2023 through those TIF funds, we do have a few of the taxing districts that we have to increase our budget for to make payment for the school district.
Okay. Awesome.
Good thing.
Yeah. We like being able to send some things over to the school district, our friends there. No comments here. Ms. Pruszynski.
I have none. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-42, a resolution finding it necessary to amend the appropriations in the TIF funds for tax collection fees and payments to the Vandalia Butler School District.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, resolution number 23-43, a resolution authorizing the police chief to enter into a service agreement with Montgomery County for access to Justice Web. This is a new charge that we will be receiving from the county. This has previously been given to us for free, but as of 2024, we will begin payment. The estimated amount is $6,041 for 2024, but that could change, and then it'll change from year to year based on our usage.
Any further comments, Chief?
Yeah, so the Justice Web model came about 10, 12 years ago, and it was originally designed to be free for all law enforcement agencies, and it's a restrictive criminal justice database that encompasses a whole lot of information. And as it's grown and grown and grown, the IT costs have grown. I also sit on the Criminal Justice Council Executive Board, and the board found it necessary in order to cover some of the costs of it. This is just to cover from all the different agencies some of the updated IT costs in order to associate it with it. It's interesting, though, at the same time, our crime lab fees have gone down, but these are everything up, so.
Happens.
I remember when crime lab fees skyrocketed.
Yeah.
All right. No comments here. Ms. Pruszynski?
I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-43, a resolution authorizing the police chief to enter into a service agreement with Montgomery County for access to Justice Web.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, resolution number 23-44, a resolution authorizing the administrator to contract with Trustee for network upgrades at the Government Center and Station 88. This was planned as part of the 2023 budget. It will also address our point-to-point network that runs back from the Government Center to the fire station for internet, which saves us on a large monthly cost. But that system now is not as good as it could be, so that'll upgrade that, and then also clean up all of our IT room and the IT rack, and see what we really have available back there. So.
Is that the one here or
Government Center?
the one over there?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
All right. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-44, a resolution authorizing the administrator to contract with Trustee for network upgrades at the Government Center and Station 88.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, next is resolution number 23-45, a resolution authorizing the administrator to certify to the Office of Montgomery County Auditor for collection with property taxes the cost to property owners for unpaid solid waste collection and disposal services. That resolution is in front of you. As of today's date, those numbers are $20,828.26 in accounts. That's 100 delinquent accounts, and the administrative fee for that is $10,000. Now, this does not include, those totals do not include the assessment cost that the county adds on the 5% once it's submitted. And then once again, they will have till the end of this week to get up to date on their payments, and if they do, they'll be removed from this resolution before they're sent for assessment.
Okay, and we do assessments annually here in the township, right?
Yes, it is annually, and you'll see there on the memo, it gives you 2022 and 2021 numbers as well, so you can kind of see how it compares.
On the delinquent accounts.
Yes. So a lot of times it's the same. A lot of times it's the same accounts that don't pay it throughout the year and wait and do it with their taxes.
Okay.
Okay. No comments here.
I have no more either. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-45, a resolution authorizing the township administrator to certify to the Office of Montgomery County Auditor for collection with property taxes the cost to property owners for unpaid solid waste collection and disposal services.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, resolution 23-46, a resolution authorizing the administrator to certify to the Office of Montgomery County Auditor for collection with property taxes the uncollected nuisance abatement and exterior property maintenance code enforcement costs. That resolution includes the full amount, $18,160.98, and that includes any of our fees. And on that, it's just a 50 cents per property on administrative fees.
No comments.
I have none either. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-46, a resolution authorizing the township administrator to certify to the Office of Montgomery County Auditor for collection with property taxes the uncollected nuisance abatement and exterior property maintenance code enforcement costs.
Second. Nailed it.
Yes.
Yes.
I did try to merge all these into one resolution, and it became way too complicated. So 3 times we got to read those titles.
That's okay. The county probably appreciates that they're separated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, resolution number 23-47, a resolution authorizing the administrator to certify to the Office of Montgomery County Auditor for collection of property taxes the 2023 street lighting assessments. And in that resolution, the total cost is $110,600.35. This includes Cricket Woods, Meeker Creek Subdivision, North Dixie Drive, Rhinewood, Singing Ridge, Stillwater Woods, York Commons, Yorkshire, and Yorkshire Reserve lighting districts.
No comments?
I have none. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-47, a resolution authorizing the township administrator to certify to the Office of Montgomery County Auditor for collection with property taxes the 2023 street lighting assessments.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, resolution number 23-48, a resolution declaring a nuisance and ordering abatement at 2731 Hayward Avenue in accordance with ORC 50587. This is maybe our third this year on this property. The most recent notifications were July 14th, July 21st, and August 18th. And there has been no cleanup or removal. So we'll notify, once this is approved, we'll notify the property owner. They have 7 more days before we would go in and do another abatement on the property.
I know the neighbors are grateful for our work and keeping on that property. No further comments.
Amen. I've heard. I think that they will be very grateful.
I've heard about that a number of times.
Yeah, and it is probably a fire hazard too. I'm guessing.
It's an everything hazard.
Are we able to, like, ask them to be removed from the home because it is so?
Yeah, that's a
So we've
property
never
owner.
had any calls for service there to go inside, or no? Okay. Okay, just asking. I have no further comments or questions. I'm just trying to keep the other neighbors around them safe. So, all right. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-48, a resolution declaring a nuisance and ordering abatement at 2731 Hayward Avenue in accordance with ORC 505.87.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we have amended resolution 23-35, a resolution authorizing the police chief to purchase 2 MDT computers from Bright Computers for 2 Dodge Durango vehicles. This resolution was previously approved, but Bright Computers has come back with an increase in the amount of $650. So we just have to make an adjustment on that.
Any further comments, Chief?
Yeah, there was when they submitted the quote to us, they missed one of the required. We missed it during the reading of it, and so the updated information requires the difference of $650, $325 per unit, and it's just it's memory storage is what it is. So it's a difference in the memory storage. So we wanted to make sure that in order for it to work with the new systems, we need to upgrade the memory.
Okay. All right. I make a motion to approve, to amend. How do I read that? Because this
motion to approve
is the old
amended.
number. So
Yeah, it's still
okay.
the same.
All right. I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-35, a resolution authorizing the police chief to purchase 2 MDT computers from Bright Computers for the new Dodge Durango police vehicles.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Last one.
Oh, we got one more. Don't we?
Yeah, it's on the other page.
Okay, and next I am requesting a motion to cancel the trustee workshop on October 10th. We are going to have an open house that night for the Benchwood Station Improvement Project. The engineers and the TID will be in attendance that night, and all the business owners, stakeholders will be invited to attend that meeting. It'll take place from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. And then we are working on a date to reschedule a workshop, but we don't have that date yet. So right now it'll just be, yes, it's an open house.
All right.
So we won't be doing any business on October 10th, correct? Just an open house?
Yes.
Okay.
Which will just be answering questions, mingling with business owners, talking through all of the project for next year.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
No questions?
I make a motion to cancel the trustees workshop on October 10th, 2023, an open house for the Benchwood Station Improvement Project that will take place here in this room at Town Hall, Tuesday, October 10th, from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Second.
Yes.
Yes. All right, we will move forward now with our informal business. Chief Porter, do you have any informal business to bring to the table?
I do not. I just want to thank you for the amended resolution and for the authorization for the Justice Web. So it's very important information for the officers to use. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for your work on that board as well. Appreciate your representation for our community. Chief Alig.
I have no report.
All right. Service Director, Mr. Barnett.
Nothing to report.
It's quiet in the township tonight. All right. Ms. Vogel.
Just wanted to remind everybody, our Township Party in the Park will be October 7th from noon to 6 p.m. down at Art Van Etta Park.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. Mr. Brush.
For the record, I kind of missed the last couple of meetings. For the record, we are collateralized.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Brush. Ms. Pruszynski.
A couple things. So, Mr. Barnett, thank you for taking care of that property on Sea Turtle with the mowing and the enforced mowing. I noticed that it looked a little bit nicer than normal.
I cut it both directions.
Good job.
Just because the guy to the right wanted it a little bit better, but I told him we can do that.
Well, our neighbors
For
are
a tip.
grateful.
He
Thank you.
bought my lawn.
No.
I better be quiet. I'm teasing.
I know
I
that
did
they're
cut it
very-
both directions.
They're very grateful for that. Thank you. Chief Porter, I love the social media posts about what do you have to lose, or is all your valuables locked up. I like that. I keep sharing it, so I thought that was great. It's the little things. Yeah, it's awesome, and maybe somebody in the Imperial Hills Facebook group can share it.
Who would be in there? Newly christened in the Imperial Hills neighborhood? All right.
Also, Chief Alig, I see that you're looking for a few good employees. So you're posting, so I'm sharing that as much as I can. I hope you get some good candidates, but don't let them.
If you have to, Dan, you definitely can.
We actually just hired two in the last few months.
Wow. Okay. All right. Erica, thanks for helping me with various things over the last few weeks. So that's all I have.
Awesome. I will just say on my end as well that I greatly enjoyed the cruise in and thought that that was a wonderful evening. I liked the vibe of the band this year. I thought it was kind of a fun crew, and I thought it was a different vibe than what we've had in the past as well, with kind of the show band kind of thing going on. It worked well with the car show, and I liked the loyal following as well. I liked the loyal following and the groupies up front. I thought that was pretty great. So, and as always, we had a great turnout of residents and loved mingling with people. I got to meet some neighbors that had just moved in down the street from me loved that and thought that was well done. Looking forward to our fall event here in a few short weeks as well. It is a good time to be connecting with residents. Let's see, I have one other thing. Yes, was excited about being able to attend the ribbon cutting for Course and Fire and Security, taking over the old Progressive building right down the street, which was a wonderful connection point with them, and heard from their manager as well just a lot of good things about our community already and the way that they've been welcomed in, and also the way that they, are excited to partner with our first responders, with our police officers, and love being able to make that connection. I felt like it was a very positive community involvement, and grateful for their investment in Butler Township, because that was an investment for them. And they, if you can believe this, they're even looking at the possibility of saying, hey, we need more space. So it's pretty amazing the way that they, have invested in our community, and maybe there would be future opportunities as well. So we will see. But I thought that was a neat thing. So I have nothing further. If there is nothing further from anyone, then we will look for a motion to approve the financial statements.
I make a motion to approve the financial statements and pay the bills of the township.
I will second.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Our meeting is adjourned at 6:35. Thank you all for coming.